Hi, I'm Tom Richardson for Boating Local, and I recently returned from Warwick, Rhode Island, where I attended the 2010 TrawlerFest event. What is TrawlerFest? Well, basically, it's kind of like a traveling boat show, but one that's aimed specifically at cruising-minded boaters and those looking to get into buying a trawler. There's a whole host of trawler manufacturers on hand with their latest models, everyone from Celine to Nordic tugs to Nordhaven and Ranger tugs, and their manufacturer reps are there to answer questions and take you on tours of the boats. There's a host of events and seminars and lectures during the 3-day event, everything from how to deploy a life raft to how to dock a large trawler, and diesel maintenance tips and that sort of thing. But mostly TrawlerFest is a place where other like-minded boaters can get together and share tips and swap stories and get a sense of camaraderie among trawler owners. So on that note, let's take a quick look at some scenes from the 2010 TrawlerFest event in Warwick.
Your boat might qualify as that little jet.
Well, I'm here aboard the Nordic Tug 39 with Nordic Tug President and CEO Andy Lund. Andy, how long have you been associated with TrawlerFest?
Goodness, I go back to the first one that George Kolesnikovs did in Paulsbo, and it must have been 96 or something.
Yeah, I think this is the 15th year, so you've been right from the beginning.
Well, on and off, because I was a Grand Banks dealer for 6 years, and then I sold that, and I bought a Nordhaven 46 and ran away to sea for 4 years.
Oh, no kidding.
And then I came home and retired and ended up running Nordic Tugs about a year ago.
Now, how does now TrawlerFest? Is it great for your business? Do you get a lot of
I have always felt that TrawlerFest was probably the best of the boat shows because it's specialized. It brings in the buyers who are serious and who are really focused on the market segment that we're in, that Krogan are in, that Nordhaven are in, that Celine or etc. are in. That this is a good segment to be in. There isn't the flash and the dash. There's quality, and there's comfort, and there is just the pleasure of getting out and cruising and anchoring out in some nice cove and enjoying yourself.
Yeah, that's great. Well, it is a lifestyle.
Sure is.
And well, that's great. Well, thanks a lot, Andy. I appreciate the time.
Thank you.
We found that when you kill the power on a powerboat, when you bring somebody aboard, you really want the engines off if you can do it. If you're in a hazardous environment with either a lee shore or a loud steamship traffic or something, you can't turn your engines off, but it's much better if you can turn them off, because the person in the water is absolutely terrified by the sound of that engine, because all they're thinking are propellers going around. Even though you've got it neutral, they're still thinking propellers going around.
Well, I'm here now with George Cochran of Brewer Yacht Sales, right here in Greenwich, or Warwick, is it?
Warwick.
Okay, yeah, I got to be careful of that. So, like many people here, you're a veteran of TrawlerFest. This is your 3rd year?
Correct.
And what about TrawlerFest do you like the most, George, as a sales guy?
TrawlerFest brings true boaters out, people that are interested in trawlers or other types of motor yachts that are cruising oriented. And the people that come to these shows actually are boat owners, are in this boating lifestyle for the long run. It's a demonstration, it's a festival, there's social aspects to it, and it attracts a group of showgoers who make it a destination. They bring their boat. There's trawlers here, staying for the event, purely for the social aspects as well.
That's great. So it's just fun, good time, and building camaraderie and meeting with other trawler people that like the cruising lifestyle.
That's it.
All right, wonderful.
Why we're here.
Thanks a lot, George. Well, I'm here on the docks of TrawlerFest with TrawlerFest attendees Elaine and Brunson Dodge, and you're from Gales Ferry, Connecticut, you said, right?
That's correct.
And now, is this your first TrawlerFest?
It is.
Uh-huh.
It is. We're thinking of switching from a classic sort of sailing boat to a trawler, so we're investigating.
Yeah, and have you seen a lot of great, interesting boats that, you know, might do the trick?
Oh, there's a lot. A lot to choose from, a lot to think about.
Yeah, yeah. And so how long have you been boating?
Well, I would just all our lives.
Many years.
Oh, no, I don't. That's right. We don't want to give anything
we
away
don't want to
here.
give any ages, but many years.
Decades.
Sailors. I guess as many people our age.
I'm met up with David Hulbert, who has an interesting boat called the Portland Pudgy. David, you're based in Portland, Maine, and how long have you been building the Portland Pudgies?
We've been building them for about 4 years.
4 years.
4 years. Get back in it. And the cold waters of Maine, sitting in a swamp dinghy, is simply dangerous.
Yep.
So we figured to make an unsinkable dinghy that's stable, family friendly, and very, very seaworthy. And that, of course, led to the logical extension. Why not make it also a lifeboat? Mm-hmm. So this is truly a multifunction service and survival dinghy.
So it's actually like a lifeboat. You can actually outfit it with shelters and that sort of thing.
This is the lifeboat version.
Yeah.
But first, it's just a tough, everyday dinghy.
Well, here I am with Peter Haywood of Winter Island Yacht Yard in Salem, Massachusetts. He's a Ranger tug dealer. And what do you think about TrawlerFest so far?
I think it's a great place to get together with other enthusiasts and as well as dealers. It's a great networking tool, and it's a little more laid back than the usual boat show.
So a little more fun for you too?
Oh, absolutely.
That's great.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I'm here with Ben Wild of Wild Yacht Sales in Essex, Connecticut. Ben, what do you think of the show so far? Is it pretty? Is it good? Good.
Oh, it's great. Yeah,
good.
we love TrawlerFest. It's always great.
Now you've been an exhibitor with the shows for a long time, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I bring every boat I have. This year I brought 8 boats.
8 boats.
You know, all the way from a 21-foot Ranger up to a 54 Nordic tug.
Oh, that's great. Wow.
Yeah.
So you've obviously had great success with the show, and probably brings in a lot of people that are knowledgeable and know the cruising lifestyle. And
probably the best show we go to.
Really?
People spend time on their boats and want to use their boats. They come and they'll spend 2 to 3 days at the show. You see them again and again. So it's great.
They become like old friends.
They do, and we get to socialize with them at night at the cocktail parties and the dinner. So it's a great relationship with them.
Yeah, that's great. Well, that's what I hear from a lot of exhibitors, so that's wonderful. Well, you heard it from Ben Wild. Come on down to TrawlerFest or catch it next time it comes through New England and have a great time and join the cruising lifestyle.